history. Remember the wars that have been fought, both foreign and domestic, and the countless lives that have been lost. Remember the natural disasters that struck without warning, wreaking havoc and destruction without regard to age, race, or gender. Among these dark, difficult times in our nation's history, one such chapter is literally called the Great Depression. That's what I'm talking about. Like war, depression has cost countless people their lives. Like disasters, depression can strike without warning and doesn't care who you are, what you look like. None of that matters in the face of depression. The ironic thing about the dark chapters in American history is we all know that they're there, but no one wants to talk about it. Instead, we ignore them, but they never go away. Over the last 5 years, I've experienced those dark, difficult times, almost costing me my life and my family. For this reason, I have studied, I have researched, and I've even been treated by a medical professional. Today, I would like to inform you about the signs and symptoms of depression and various treatment options. Let's get started with signs and symptoms. According to the National Institute of Mental Health's webpage, depression is defined as a major depressive clinical disorder that causes physical and behavioral symptoms. As listed on WebMD's webpage, last updated in August of 2016, physical symptoms include decreased energy, insomnia, overeating or loss of appetite, persistent aches and pains, and even extreme headaches. Some behavioral symptoms include anxiousness, irritability, feelings of guilt, persistent feelings of extreme sadness, and even thoughts or attempts of suicide. According to the APA, not everyone who's depressed experiences all these symptoms listed. It is important to understand that experiencing symptoms that affect your daily life should be evaluated by a medical professional. Now that you've heard about the signs and symptoms of depression, let's move on to treatment options. According to an article from Psychological Science in the Public Interest, depression is one of the most common debilitating psychiatric disorders and is the leading cause of suicide. Several types of treatment have been proven effective. Depression is commonly treated with medication, psychotherapy, or a combination of both. Antidepressants, known as SSRIs, are medications used to treat depression. They help improve the way your brain uses certain chemicals that control mood and stress and can take several weeks to work. Some common antidepressants used today are Lexapro, Celexa, Zoloft, and Prozac. All these medications work in a similar way and require patients to be monitored by a medical professional. Psychotherapy, talk therapy, or counseling can also be successful for treatment. In psychotherapy, psychologists apply scientific, validated procedures to help people develop healthier lifestyles and habits. Several approaches to psychotherapy include cognitive behavioral, interpersonal, and other kinds of talk therapy to help individuals work through their problems. In conclusion, as we have learned, depression demonstrates various signs and symptoms, both physical and behavioral. We know that most common treatments are prescription medication and psychotherapy. In the last 5 years, I've used both treatment options and found them both to be very successful. The most important thing I remind myself each time I go through depression is that I'm not alone, that there are options, and that even treatment can help save your life.